know what? That's almost like a tactic for him. He doesn't show up, and then when he does show up, it's like, wait, how the hell did we beat this character? What does Rosa do again?
He's taking that page straight from Rayquaza's book, man. He is the most famous local dodger in the history of local dodgers.
That's true. And I feel like, is that like a Rosa thing? Is that just what they do?
No,
they
Fallen goes to local.
Look, Fallen does, like the top ones
doesn't
do.
really.
Warren's looking at me like, yeah, I guess I kind of dodge him because I work. Does that count? Does that qualify me? Because it doesn't qualify me for PR. Don't worry, Warren. You're #1 in production PR in Chicago. Hey.
Oh, is the jump gone here? Oh, good. No.
No, he's good. Although, even with the jump, like, he lingered there for a long time. If he shows fear getting back on the stage, Knight is going to eat him alive. That is not a thing that he can do.
And that was the story, really, of that first set. Was I felt like PowPow was just stuck on these ledges.
He did it again. He, like, waited as long as he possibly could, and Knight will get that time. Spin dashing Luma. Luma gonna eat that 13 damage and really not care. Luma just, oh, and the platform saving Luna. Somebody ordered a cab.
Man, that down smash is so great when you're stuck in between Rosa and Luma, sorry.
Yeah,
and you have an opportunity to punish.
A lot of players need to learn to do that because a lot of down smashes get you out of that situation. But it's still kind of a panic button looking spot. Back throw though. Back throw though. PowPow, as scared as he was looking off stage, has been performing admirably on stage. He's going to take that first stock. Lead he needs to make up for before.
Good stuff so far from the blue blur.
And this is best of 5 too, so he's going to need to keep up. And that up air doing Luma things.
Even Stevens, man.
That killed at 80 convincingly. Like, that was an 80% kill that would have killed at 45.
But PowPow's got 35% damage off of one spin dash. But, you know, right back, 33. This is an explosive start to the second stock.
Yeah, you were saying about high-level amounts of damage. A jab combo could do like 40 to Sonic if it's executed correctly.
A dash attack unexpected and a great zone breaker. Turning around with a forward tilt's nice coming out from PowPow. And he's mixing up so great right now.
Yeah, I'm really loving these mix-ups. This is a different PowPow. That was so close. That down smash was such a good option. He missed it by like 2 frames.
Maybe less.
Oh, nice spot dodge into the forward tilt. PowPow looking good. Gets rid of Luma with a percentage lead. Is he going to take a decent first game here on Knight, or is Knight going to find a way to eke this out?
Knight's going to wait on this platform until that little star comes right back.
Yeah, he'll wait on this platform until tomorrow if he wants, but that down smash does it again. That is going to pop Knight. I think that ducks him below the grab, too.
That move was the MVP of the game.
It was. It got him out of dodge. It almost won him the game the second time. Did win him the game the third time. Does that duck under Rosa grab? Because that's what that looked like.
Crouch boxes are super underrated in this game. There are a lot of moves that have certain crouch boxes. The most obvious one being landing cloud up air, where he like kind of goes into he goes into like a cannonball, like he's gonna dive into the pool, and then he throws the sword up. But that is a crouch box. It really low profiles his hurt box there, and that's part of what makes that move so good. That crouch box on the down smash being very useful.
All right, so game 2, we're going to go to Battlefield. Knight winning a game and getting his choice of triplat, which is a terrifying thing for almost any character, not just Sonic, but everyone. Not only that, but PowPow tried to get in and get some damage in early and wound up eating 45%. And that is just not a great start for this Sonic, but getting rid of that Luma, huge early on.
I like this pick of Battlefield here by Knight, specifically because it can take away Dreamland if PowPow wins here. By taking away Dreamland, there's a lot of shenanigans that Sonic can do with like a couple of air quotes guaranteed up throw, up air spring, up air confirms. Absolute shenanigans, especially if you get grabbed on the top platform, but it's way hard to pull that stuff off, maybe even impossible here on Battlefield.
PowPow playing a much better game than he was in that first set against Knight. Getting rid of Luma immediately twice, and after that lead Knight took, I would think he's barely touched PowPow for maybe like 10% total. Goes for Luma again. It's a smart move. Divide and conquer. It's kind of the mentality you have to have in this matchup.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Down smash again?
But the Luma comes back perfectly in time. No time to punish that.
Now he'll have to settle for the damage here. Baiting spin dashes across the board. Tries for the dare, and Knight just catches him. It's like, hey, remember this up air? Up air is a good move.
Where are you going now, Knight?
He's stuck.
Re-grabbing the ledge there, knowing that the ledge and vulnerability would be back when he did. That was incredibly smart from PowPow.
Yeah, PowPow needed to do anything he could to get out of that really brutal situation. Spin dash, unable to hit the Luma, goes for the back air. Knight not fading in with Rosa, so that's not going to connect. Once again, going for it, but the jab combo will get rid of Luma. Really important, and the back throw, Battlefield, saving Knight's life.
Sonic's pivot grab is so good. You see him just like kind of slip and slide all the way behind Knight.
Up air, once again, getting saved, and he's being risky going up there because Luma had just come back. He could have randomly gotten up aired and killed for trying to up B. That is a scary thing to do against Rosa Luma.
And now how does PowPow land? Okay, spin dashing across. Knight committed to the hard punish on the left side of the screen, so just kind of fly away to the right.
Hitting Luma, getting him killed because he had to land where Rosa was, and that up smash going to take that first stock. Oh, wow, that was scary for Knight.
I feel like PowPow just kind of like, you saw it in game 1 too, he's real close to landing a couple of these reads. And he had the right idea on all of them, like he guessed correctly, but just the execution's barely off.
Both these men looking for an in. There's going to be a lot of footsie kind of stage like this with characters like this. The forward smash shielded, but gets rid of Luma, so we'll take those. Oh my god.
He springed up just in time. He gets it back.
The wall kick there happened too and almost got him killed. PowPow actually had a moment of panic there. He just started spot dodging. Up throw? That will do it at 170%, even without rage.
Battlefield be damned there.
All right, so we got ourselves a game here.
Oh, but kind of a missed input on the punish there. Knight did not hold that jab as long as PowPow thought he would, I believe.
Going for up airs again, making it really hard for Sonic to land. Catches him on that air dodge. That was smart to get back. But side being directly into the forward smash, again, another Battlefield save.
Yeah, the stage cuts both ways.
Ooh. Wow, that was scary. He was inside of Luma. Forward air, not quite again.
And this is what won Knight the winner's side set, is just sticking Sonic at that ledge, not letting him go anywhere.
Yeah, suddenly PowPow just has absolutely no stage control, can't land, stuck behind everything Knight wants to do. And even if you guess right, you can still get punished by Luma, and there he goes, trying to land with what looked like a charged
He tried
down
to
B.
spin shot into like a, I don't know what after that.
He spin shotted into a Rosa up smash, and that's not where you want to be. So that's going to even the set count at 1 apiece between these two gentlemen.
Indeed, no, it is not. So now, quite competitive back and forth.
As an aside, Kirby Air Ride on the side there has become Super Mario Strikers.
The original for GameCube.
Yeah, the good one. All right, so these guys...
That's another game where everyone thinks they're the best at. Simple facts. We should have a Mario Strikers PR. I think that's the only answer. Shout
out to your boy LP Crossover, bringing Super Mario Strikers and getting everybody ready for it. If you ask him, he plays it competitively. And Mario Kart. So
I'm the best Falco in Super Mario Strikers.
I am the best Falco in Chicago. You know, you have
so
$1
FD
money
looks
match,
like
we
the
can
pit.
talk about it.
That's interesting here, because I think that the platforms on Town and City were really doing wonders for PowPow, and he's going to take those away with his counter pick. Instead, electing to try and catch Knight's landings a little harder.
Yeah, I'm fine with this as an option. He played a bunch of FD games against Big Mac, so he might have, kind of mentally, it's a lot of the same thing. Sheik wasn't letting him land either, so you have to do a lot of the similar tactics just to keep yourself going. PowPow has been playing the set well until that last stock last game, so he's got to get back in that rhythm that he was in.
Oh, the turnaround jab, real nice to try and cover that roll as a soft read.
All right, poking at Luma. Decides to go for Rosa. Had the opportunity to kind of jab Luma away. Although that side B going to get rid of it, that's huge. But he had 85, now 92%, just getting rid of Luma and taking a lot of time to recover. Let's see if he can get something out of this. Knight wisely just shielding it away.
All right, coming through. Now the spin dash is really starting to get some mileage here.
Yeah, but Luma back, and PowPow at a high percentage. He needed a little bit more out of that Luma destroy than he got. Had a really hard time getting rid of Luma after that first stock.
Just get some jabs in. Maybe, I was liking the dash attack there maybe to go after the Luma, but he is at a high percent.
That would have been risky. I think Rosa would have had time to forward smash, or up smash, I mean.
Forward smash from center stage, you don't mind getting hit by so much. Up smash, that would have been a trouble, so maybe you're right.
Going super deep. I like that recovery with the up B into the fair, trying to really make something happen.
Ooh, landing with the nair. That actually got him a lot of mileage in the Big Mac set. Just using like landing soft nair into some shenanigans.
Luma trades with side B on that up smash attempt. So that's important. Now, once again, PowPow with an opportunity to do something here.
I want to see PowPow put the spring down there. He hasn't really been going for spring as his edge guarding technique.
Oh, side B into up air there. Yeah, I agree with you. I think that spring to Gimp Rosa especially, without the magnet hands, could be super useful for him.
You could at least just do like spring, spring, spring. Like, not even go for a hard combo. But PowPow able to seal out that stock without any kind of read.
PowPow going for any extra credit that he can rack up. So far, so good. 38%, not too bad.
The back air missing Luma actually could prove to be a big deal because Luma is setting up to take that landing with an up smash, something like that.
Oh, he couldn't get the jab. He couldn't get the jab input out in time. But the forward smash is going to kill Luma. Rosa now at 70%. PowPow still on his first stock.
Yeah, this is an invigorated PowPow right now. You see him moving and grooving. He's been able to juggle. And that final destination kind of pick working out to his pleasure.
So far.
So far.
PowPow with some really good mix-ups. And Luma dying there, kind of at random. That could be huge.
I think he got hit by the forward throw?
Yeah. Forward throw knocking Luma off ledge, forcing Knight to play a little bit more defensively for another second. And Knight doesn't go defensively, and that back throw with max rage, not quite. But there's the spring.
There you go.
We talked about it. Does it again. It's Luma this time, and the dare gonna kill off the top. Okay, Luma, you're a character in Super Smash Brothers.
Maybe that's why he didn't go for it, because if Rosa does a because while you're doing the up B, you can do an aerial with Luma, and maybe that will just clink with the spring. So
forward throw killing Luma again. I guess that's a thing.
Yeah, near the ledge.
PowPow going for it all here. It's pushed into his own spring, and now he's in free fall. Not where he wanted to be. Back throw. Just get Luma off stage. He's gonna come back with a Luma though. Sorry, Rosa off stage. Oh, the back air. He finally catches a Rosa with a back air and takes a 2-1 lead in this set. PowPow one game away from advancing to his first Ignition Grand Finals.
Which that would be really fun to see PowPow, I think, fight against Tyroy. Again, Bayonetta prolifically well known for fighting Sonic well, but we don't know how well Chicago knows that matchup. So,
also we've already seen what happens in Tyroy Night with Rosa Bayo. That is a brutal one.
Yeah, that was Tyroy going all ham bone. But PowPow also already beat a Bayonetta today in Fade in top 8. So let's see if we get that, or if Knight is able to take this next game, Game 4. Force the Game 5 situation.
Smashville's an interesting pick here. There's no bans in Best of 5, so he had Town as an option. Maybe he's saving it for Game 5.
Town was Game 1 that PowPow won on.
Right, so Knight could have gone back.
Maybe he didn't want to.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice. I can see where Smashville can be useful because you won't know as well what the platforms are going to do, like how Town has them on both sides. Knight can kind of wall PowPow away from the cab platform in theory, but
this is not a campy Sonic at all. We see PowPow just catching landings again and again and again, not letting Rosalina have any time to establish a Luma wall.
Yeah, and on top of that, look at the percentage difference. PowPow, yeah, this is enormous. PowPow looking for that back air, trying to take an early stock.
No spin shot or anything on the stage.
Down smash, MVP, like you said. Taking that first stock. PowPow with an enormous lead in this Game 4.
Speaking of unstoppable force and immovable object.
Yes. PowPow got to be careful here. That was almost like one of those nerves things where he like side beat off stage and like had to do a weird, kind of strange recovery.
PowPow actually doesn't look that phased to be in this situation. He looks like he's just playing to play.
Yeah.
I saw him making some like crazy faces as he was trying to recover. He's really reacting to everything that's going on.
It's hard to recover against Rosalina. I don't care who you are. I don't care what character you are. Unless you're Bayo. It's hard to recover.
Platform saving that Luma.
Yeah, that could be huge. That might be what Knight needs to get back in. But that forward throw. I feel like PowPow figured that out this set. Like, hey, maybe I should just forward throw. And it's worked like 4 times now since he did it the first time. Up throw?
Maybe. I don't think he really grabbed very much at all in the winner's side set, so you might be onto something.
PowPow going for it with that up smash raw. Tried to say, you know what, Rose, I can catch landing with up smash too. But no, Sonic, you can't really.
And that forward smash could have killed Rosalina.
Down smash from the other side of things. Rosa getting it in there. Back throw, not quite going to kill.
This might be a spring situation. No Luma in sight.
No, PowPow was going for it all. He wanted to end that set right there with a back air. And I can respect that. But now...
Oh, the up air going to be enough? No.
PowPow's used that trick where he goes low and does the up B on the side of a high recover into up air like multiple times in the last 2 sets. And it's worked, I think, every time he's done it.
Luma breaking out.
Good up air on Luma. Just got the damage in. It can't hurt. That could have hurt a lot. That up smash will hurt a ton. The Knight trying to claw his way back into the set. PowPow going to take a second.
I feel like I've seen this before. Where Rose is way behind. X character is at 0%.
It's never over till it's over with Rosalina and Luma. That's certainly true.
I said it when Shell was on. Rosalina was the DLC before a DLC existed. So let's see.
Forward throw there. Luma getting saved by the taxi platform, but the forward smash is going to do it, and PowPow defeats Knight to make it to his first Ignition Grand Finals in the super stacked large weekly. Statement win there for PowPow. Took it 3-1. He was clean. He adapted to the matchup incredibly well, and now he's going to get a crack at Tyroy in Grands. Going to have to win 2 sets against Chicago's premier Bayonetta.
If you watch the winner's set between Knight and PowPow, and you watch the loser's final set between Knight and PowPow, and you just like obscure the names, it looks like 2 completely different Sonics.
Yeah,
absolute night and day change. PowPow coming through hot right now.
PowPow decided that playing campy and hanging back, it just was not going to work. It was not going to work, so he came into this with a mindset of, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm only going to try to catch your landings. I'm going to get off stage and go for things. And some of those things just were wild. The low up Bs into up airs were really good. He figured out the forward throw to get rid of Luma's, despite Luma getting saved a lot. And he actually perpetually had stage control for games 3 and 4 against a Rosalina and Luma. That tells you that he worked hard enough to certainly earn a clean win, 3-1 overnight.
Oh, yeah. I think also add up like all the Lumas killed in both of those sets. And I think the Lumas killed in the loser's set is probably like 3 times as many, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to the winner's set.
Hey, what did we say about Chicago and Sonic? We need to learn the matchup. Please, come mollywop us. Good Sonics can fly to Chicago.
Hey, 6WX has done that, man.
6WX come back. Can come to here.
6WX has gone to Michigan and mollywopped us.
We just need more Sonic experience. And PowPow's giving it, and he's getting good enough to be the one to be like, hey, I guarantee crap on you guys so you learn.
There's going to be a Midwest Mayhem where Manny shows up, times out everyone in Chicago, the entire PR,
yeah,
all top 10.
Well, let's see if Tyroy knows the Sonic matchup. I don't actually know how much Sonic experience he has. He has certainly traveled a lot. Definitely was PR eligible. I don't know if he's going to make it after what I've seen, which to me is relatively criminal with some of the wins he had, but, you know, you do what you can.
At the end of the day, it's math.
Yeah, that is math. So 8 in SoCal would be greater than 1 or 2 in Chicago.
I'm not going to get into that right now.
There's
I'm going to explain how I think Tyroy might know this matchup, which is at Midwest Mayhem Saga, 6WX stayed in the same house as all the Chicago guys. And they did play friendlies like way into the night. But that was a long time ago. That was like February.
Yeah, but Sonic has not changed one iota. The metagame doesn't continually really develop with Sonic. He just kind of is. There are tricks you can utilize. But his confirms are what they are, his options to kill are what they are, and it's how well you execute and read your opponents that really is wins for Sonic.
Yeah, definitely.
Bayonetta, on the other hand, is a perpetually evolving metagame with infinite options that this character just has, that characters maybe shouldn't have.
With that said, of all the sets I've watched today with Tyroy in them, so far PowPow's SDI has been the best. By far.
Yeah, that's true.
It really looked like Dan just didn't care to SDI, or like he was just like, I want to play Tyroy right now. Or something, I don't even know. And then Knight didn't have a clue what was going on because he was Rosalina and it didn't even matter. So here comes PowPow right back, getting some spin dash confirming. Hanging in there after Tyroy got out to a decent lead.
PowPow looking for his first, major Ignite win. Would be huge for him if he can pull it out. But he's got to win 2 sets against a man who has not lost a game tonight.
Yeah, that is a tall order. I think this will be the first time a non-Chicagoan has won an Ignition since I think Javi was in town. I might be forgetting some invaders or something that came to one of them or something. I don't know.
I count 0 as Chicago, so yeah, that would be accurate. There were some good deep runs from some out-of-staters today. Zaga, I believe, top 8'd or got 9th. Playing some Puff Meta
From
Knight.
losers really early, too.
Comet beat JJ.
And wow!
And PowPow taking a lead. PowPow in Grands. Live before our very eyes.
And he really slowed things down. I was saying he was really aggressive in the previous set with Knight because he really had the opportunity to. You can't be too aggressive versus Bayonetta. You have to take your time. You can't like do all the landing traps you did against Rosalina because Bayonetta has all those movement options in the air.
Like that one.
That was a movement option on the ground.
That's true. That was down tilt in the Rarbagger confirmed.
I think Tyroy knows that PowPow's going to slow this down. That's why you see him doing those nair bullets.
Yeah, but it's been working out. Tyroy, certainly no stranger to camping. Oh, that up air. He might have gotten banged off the platform and gotten killed from lack of having a jump if Tyroy would have just let it be. Because he would have had to tech a witch time collision.
If he had his jump, he would have been fine.
I think he jumped to get back.
I don't recall. I thought he springed and didn't jump.
You may be right. But PowPow has been delaying a lot of those off-stage ones, so maybe that's just my memory getting the best of me and from a different place. Meanwhile, we have a very, very even game 1.
This is the longest game we've commentated so far on this block, too. We're going down to the 2-minute mark at the moment.
Oh, easily the longest we've commentated.
PowPow definitely taking his time.
Those of you who are still with us, we appreciate you sticking around for this awesome Grand Finals, which PowPow going to take game 1 off of.
First game of the night, Tyroy's dropped.
That is. Piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
That was much better. I'm proud of you.
A 6.5 out of 10. Not enough water.
Not enough Chaos Emerald.
All right, here we go. We're going to Lilac Cruise, looks like. Tyroy got to come up with a game plan here that works.
3, 2, 1, go!
What is this song?
I have no idea.
I have never heard this song on Lilac before.
Yeah, and we
Or at
play.
least I don't recognize it.
We play a lot of this game.
It's sweet, though.
I'm about it so far. You guys can't see it, but Tom was totally just sitting there dancing a moment ago. Still is.
Tyroy's dancing on him.
Yeah, Tyroy, on the other hand.
0 to 90 in a flash. Oh, don't get hit by that. Thank you.
Yeah. I love how you're the commentator who roots for terrible things to never work.
It's because those are the things I know I'll get hit by.
That's true. It's why we're bad.
95 out of 100 times. Oh, I'm looking for that raw back air again. It's going to be PowPow sneaking out. Forced to spring. Up air, though. Very clutch in breaking out of that situation.
Yeah, PowPow just being able to live this long after some of the combos that happened has been pretty good, but now...
He's just going to fall.
Yeah,
Yep.
nothing he could do. No jump.
Tyroy threw the back air out, so he had to air dodge as he passed the ledge.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How high are we going?
Quite.
Oh, that was
Not
really
high
good
enough,
SDI.
but quite. Interestingly enough, PowPow, when he SDIs like that, he holds his controller really high up. He holds it up to like his face to, I guess, really get the correct angle.
Yeah, that is definitely something to be aware of. And now we, once again, are looking at even percents, except this time Tyroy has that full stock to play with. Oh, wow!
Not enough.
Climbing the ladder. Now that hits straight, almost directly to the right. Like, it doesn't really knock upward at all, but it was still a good way to get damage in. To us, it looks scarier than it was to either of them.
A lot of those Sonic spring ride to the top things don't kill when you think they would.
But Bayo things would.
Bayo things certainly do.
That's what we've learned.
It's Tyroy's turn to slow it down. He has a big lead. Even more extra credit. This is where Sonic can kind of falter in this matchup. You just, all of your tricks and your movement options can be, it can be hard to catch Bayonetta. She's just so quick in the air and just darts around the screen.
She also has excellent protection on those afterburner kicks. And solid enough frame data to deal with what Sonic does.
All right, that falling back air was excellent from that right side of Lilac Cruz.
Yeah, that could not have been spaced or timed better, and he desperately needed that when it happened as well, because this game was just fully slipping away. See if we can do something crazy with Sonic here. Goes for the up tilt. One of my favorite moves in the whole game is Sonic's up tilt.
It looks cool.
That's a double hitbox. Confirms into really bizarre things.
All right, just jumping away from that spin dash. Really don't want to mess with it at all right now is Tyroy.
He has no reason to. I mean, he would go for the timeout if he needed to. Really hard to do, like, actually time out a Sonic. Like, you'll either win or you won't, or Sonic will time you out. Because the Sonic can get in when he needs to, or get himself killed. But how about bringing this back?
Yeah, he's breaking the zone really well. Come through with these back airs, and now come through the down throw. Oh, poking through the bottom. That's a snippet of Bayonetta privilege if I ever saw it. Just poking through Lilac, interrupting the forward smash. Don't have to be afraid of that one.
All right, they're swinging in a better place, and Bayonetta just upbeat powering through it.
That caught?
Oh
That
my
killed?
God, he caught him. Max Rage up smash. PowPow takes a 2-0 lead and nonchalantly checks his phone like Tyroy's not even there. And Tyroy's just like, that killed me? The hell was that? That killed me. It did. Very last hitbox.
Now Tyroy with the set to give might go to the pockets, or he might use this opportunity to try and really, like, dissect the matchup and go for some really wacky options.
I don't think he's going to go to the pockets when he's up 2-0, or when he's down 2-0.
Well, when you have a set to give in Grands, that's like one of the times to do it. Is you can try something crazy just to kind of reset your mental energy going into set 2. But that requires you to have actually, like, technically give up on the set.
Right, which he's not going to want to do. And Bayonetta is still definitely the character that Tyroy has that's best against Sonic. Easily.
Unless E2C Storm returns.
Tja. I don't see that happening in the near future.
It's an older meme, sir, but it checks out. All right, back to Lilac. Spacing slowly but surely again. If anything, it's going to be Tyroy who really dials down the pace of this game.
Yeah, Tyroy, I was saying a little bit earlier, and I actually was unable to finish it because PowPow went a little ballistic. But Tyroy, one of the old school campers of the scene, he used to be the guy who named Duck Hunt the stage.
Yep.
When it was still legal.
Good times.
Oh, yeah.
Well, mediocre times.
Mediocre stage. Unlike this beautiful and perfect stage we're on now. Legitimately the most neutral and best stage in the game.
Ban Swan lesson.
And PowPow, with a little bit of a lead here, definitely has kind of controlled the bottom of Lilac, which is huge in the matchup. Really, whoever's below the platforms has such an enormous ability to lead the game.
That's Sonic's job on this stage, is really just dart back and forth. You see these cross-ups with spin dash and just cancel with the shield.
Up tilt. Let's go.
He's going to leave you guessing on what he wants to do. Again, the SDI showing. You saw PowPow flew like really far to the left on that one.
He did. I feel like PowPow knows this matchup a little bit better than like all of Chicago, other than maybe Ned.
Yeah, he's showing up today. And this would be huge for PowPow's standing in general.
Oh, yeah.
Wisconsin, in the Midwest, everywhere.
This is more than just his personal standing. This is for Wisconsin now. Wisconsin has long been just, as he gets up aired out of the stock there from Bayonetta's afterburner down B, or side B and side B into up air. Wisconsin has long been not the best state in the Midwest.
Yeah.
That has been not the weakest part of the region necessarily, but definitely one of the weaker parts. And PowPow looking to put that away as something that people think about. A statement win against multiple PR Chicago players in a row, winning a stack tournament would be huge.
We'll have to see how it works out for him in this game 3. He has to win 1 while Tyroy needs to win 3 in a row. Don't forget, those are the stakes. Ooh, I like that follow-up out of the falling neutral air.
Also, PowPow does need to win a second set after this. Tyroy dropped his first 2 games today to PowPow. Back air. Takes away Bayo's max rage.
And that's something that PowPow really needs to do to punish Bayonetta. Just not punish where she is, but where she's gonna be. Like, understand all the angles that you can go with an afterburner kick or whatever, and you saw him do that. He went to the left, waited for the afterburner kick. Okay.
Okay, he gets out of that. Tyroy going for the down smash. He could have just gotten a free down tilt to, like, kill combos.
Yeah, if you can kill him, you kill him. I feel like that's the takeaway there, is you wanted to end the game.
Yeah, to me, this is like Ghost PowPow.
Oh, you think the game's over?
I think that, yeah.
Should have been over?
When he got not nearly Lilat necessarily, but he like dropped down on accident and kind of floated there for a second. Tyroy had a good 20 frames to punish him.
That can be the scariest position to be in if you're Tyroy. If like you thought you had the game, but you messed it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Now Tyroy's playing on house money. Or sorry, PowPow's playing on house money, and he can just maybe go for crazy options in this game that he probably technically could have lost.
Yeah, you don't want to let Ghost anybody ever come back on you. And remember, he had a full stock lead, too. Because the neutral air comes out, I think he wanted that to be up air. Maybe he knew that PowPow was DI, but...
He wanted to kill sideways.
This is very similar to last game there, though, where PowPow, with a lot of rage, can randomly just kill Bayo. Bat within. Getting Tyroy out of there.
100 seconds left on the clock right now. Might be relevant. 50% difference between these two. But there's not really anywhere to camp on Lilat. Like, look, what can you do? You can jump on the top platform, but we've seen PowPow cross up with the spin dash and get the back air on those. Ooh, okay, down throw is going to be the option.
Yeah, he couldn't really get much off of anything else. He just wanted to get Tyroy off stage for the moment. Back throw?
Mashing.
Mashing, well, PowPow need to make a decision. He thought about the whether he should forward throw or not for too long.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That was aggressive.
PowPow tried to turn that right around. Oh, the back air? Not quite. Tyroy going to escape through.
That is simply a timeout tactic. Just going into the top corner, burning, I think, 3 or 5 seconds there.
He's got to be careful, though. It's not like Sonic hasn't caught him on the percentage land.
Yeah, he could have paid for it with that special lag. Okay, breaking out. That spin dash mix-up was actually pretty scary.
All right, now we're really in timeout spot where, like, PowPow's going to need to do something soon. He's going to have to pick a spot here. That was a good spot to pick. But not getting anything out of it.
We might see him go for another one of those up smashes like we saw in Game 2. Just that Hail Mary play. Ooh, second hit up air probably would have done it, you think, from the...
Maybe, but the back air is going to do it before the timer displays the big red 5 by about 0.86 seconds.
I don't know if that up air would have killed from that platform.
With max rage, Sonic on 120 damage, Bayo 120 damage Bayo on Lilat?
It was also tilting down.
I don't think that matters. I think that would have killed. I think with max rage Sonic that would have killed.
I tend to agree with you. But sometimes I overestimate those Sonic up airs.
All right, Tyroy going to force a game 4, putting all the pressure on PowPow now for the rest of what is going to be the possible first set or last set of the game.
I need to mess up Aztec and Soul Calibur 2 after this. I'm going to mess him up so good. This Chicago Smash 4 is going to be so free at Soul Calibur 6 when it comes out.
Yeah, it is.
Let it be stated.
Especially you.
You've heard it here.
I'm going to mess you up with Voldo for hours on end. I'm going to destroy you. It's going to be awful. You're going to be embarrassed to bring up Soul Calibur when I'm done Voldoing you.
Voldo's so bad. Okay. Moving on to Game 4.
Moving on to Game 4.
All right.
Well, this is interesting.
I think we have a
plan.
A game plan.
Yeah, I think Tyroy is just going to be like, oh, you thought last game was bad, you say. So is this a button check, or what are we doing here?
Yeah, those neutralers are not even doing any percent at the angle he's trying it at, so.
Oh, he got him for 1.
Yeah, you're behind.
Just throwing it out there. Hey, man, in case you weren't aware, you did get hit by something.
He could try the planking strategy that Zach used against Manny if he wanted to do some of this craziness. But, all right. Tyroy going to get impatient, and he's going to start looking for those heel slides.
Yeah, I think that this is just mind games.
Yeah, that didn't really seem to be effective at all.
That was perfect, that side beat. Let him like roll across the stage almost perfectly horizontally. About as well as you could have. I think that even surprised Tyroy that he made it back on stage.
All right, starting something, but the spring going to break out. Just like that, percent basically tied. We might see that platform return.
And just like that. And just like that, minute and a half, the percent basically tied after many bullet arts.
I've seen many games, entire games that have lasted this long.
Tonight, yeah, especially with Tyroy having matchups against like Roses and Marios. And
Ganondorfs.
Ganondorfs. Those went about a minute and a half. This has been a minute 40 so far. I think mentally, Tyroy thinks that if he starts the timer now, he can force his opponent into some bad decision-making. And being down 2-1, you take any advantage you can get. So it's a good head game, so we'll see if PowPow can get through that or not.
PowPow is a pretty good mentality, generally speaking. You don't see him get too flustered or too, like, down on himself when he loses or anything of the sort. So we'll see how this affects him exactly. Right now, he's blow for blow with the Bayonetta. Again, we see that second hit up here just not finding it a couple times now. I think twice this game.
Back throw? Not quite. There's the spring. Goes for it a second time. No reason not to. No danger.
Okay, looking for that fast fall on the neutraler, making sure that strong hit could present itself in a position that's really hard for PowPow to recover.
PowPow opting for stage control, but not really getting a good ledge punish as Tyroy was forced to regrab. PowPow just, I don't know if Sonic just doesn't have options to pick people off the ledge or not. I figured down smash would just kill him.
Well, this could be it.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be it. Double afterburner kick into up air.
Now, platform is definitely going to come into play. You see PowPow not even moving off of it as he spawned. He did not want Tyroy to just set up camp on the right side of the screen right now.
Tyroy, now that he's got the head games full on in, he's gone into a much more aggressive approach, a lot less bullet arts, and he's just going for the kill there, and he will get it. PowPow getting blasted off the top, and we're going to have a game 5. Tyroy coming back from down 2-0, looking for next game to be the one to put this away if he can.
What did he hit him with? I saw the witch twist off the top, and then he did, I think, like an afterburner kick, and it just killed him?
He still had the jump, so he did jumping up air into afterburner side B, and the afterburner side B hit him off the top.
Oh, okay. Tyroy's got some wacky Bayo combos off the top. Absolutely wacky.
Tyroy's a pretty good player.
So here we go to game 5. It is 1 a.m. These players want to make sure this lasts till 2 a.m. at this rate.
Yeah, this could potentially be the last game of the evening, or we could have a whole nother fun set for you guys.
With potentially a whole nother 5 games. A whole nother 6 minutes on each of those.
Yeah.
Which is a whole 30 minutes.
Plus game times in between.
Quick maths, dude.
Yeah. 2 a.m. quick maths.
All right, got the balloon.
Oh boy.
The score is 1-0 Tyroy. Let it be shown.
Score is 13-0 Tyroy. Let it be shown.
I like that little back. He's just like, he's sitting on the center platform just doing basically like the little UFO dance. Then he just runs down there, hits you with the back air, tag, you're it. I'm back up on the top. But Sonic's pretty good at tag too.
Sonic is excellent at tag, one of the best in all of the cast of playing tag. And Tyroy's character is one of the best at instantly killing you out of nowhere. That almost worked with the recover, and here he goes again. Got another up air in him? I guess the bullets, and hit with every one of those bullets.
Oh, great DI though from PowPow. He's staying alive, but he's bleeding a lot.
Yeah, he is bleeding heavily. And he's going to need to pull something out here because he went from being up 2-0 to suddenly playing for his tournament life.
And a lot of moolah. Don't forget how much moolah is on the line.
Oh yeah, good chunk. We had over 100 people tonight.
The difference between second and third is probably like 20% of that pot.
No, it's not that high. The difference between first and second, though, probably is, as Tyroy gets that back air and is one stock away from taking down this tournament.
Looking for the reverse 3-0, which would be very impressive considering how well PowPow's played. And the adaptation from Tyroy has been great. Ziga is Tyroy's biggest fan.
Yep, especially right now. Cheering for him. I'm Ziga's Jigglypuff's biggest fan, though, so that's...
True story.
Let's go, Ziga's cheerleading.
Ziga's one of the best cheerleaders.
That is certainly true. How about with that nice little mix-up dare? Sonics have been utilizing that more and more. And that pivot grab,
So slippery.
that's like Luigi and Bowser levels of pivot grab.
But on the fastest character in the game, so it's cool.
Yeah, totally.
It's cool and totally fine. Oh, that within sneaking out of that up air on the top. And this is the first witch time of the entire set, and he's gonna look for the spike.
Oh, he went for it all. And PowPow was like holding down, like trying to get...
That was right.
Well, down and right. He was just trying to get away from it.
That was correct.
Oh, that's what you mean.
It was correct to hold down.
Yes. English language is a hard one, man. It's also past 1 a.m.
This is why
I'm going to take a mulligan.
Commentary is a whole thing, but that back throw was also right.
Yeah.
But it was left.
Actually went left, yeah. beat me to it. We may or may not be roommates. All right, so possible last stock of the game, possible whole nother set. We will find out momentarily. Tyroy tries to go all the way up the top and unable to chase. Great DI there from PowPow to stick around.
He DI'd hard left to sneak away from that reset up air.
That was right.
Third base. What's on second?
Listen, Abbott, I ain't having it right now. Is Tyroy trying to pick off damage with bullet arts with 2 minutes to go when he's up 80? This guy.
You can never camp too hard.
That's true.
But PowPow's got that max rage. We saw a miracle in game 2 where that up smash came out of nowhere, but
nope, that
won't have the
back air.
chance.
Yeah, that back air going to take it. E2C Tyroy taking down Ignition number 115 in first place over INC PowPow, visiting from Wisconsin, making a mad run through losers, finishing in second. Over Wacky Zone Knight, finishing third, finally returning to the scene. Haven't seen him in a long time with that Rosa. And I believe Unrivaled Zone Big Mac getting fourth place, losing his second set in a row to PowPow.
Yeah, pretty fun tournament. Shout-outs to PowPow, shout-outs to In Control Gaming, his sponsor. They must be pretty happy to see this result tonight, even though they'll get the report pretty late at like 1 a.m.
Yep.
But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, we also had Comet making a Wisconsin run. There was a Wisconsin team kill. PowPow and Comet faced in the losers quarters, the 5th place game.
Dan finished in the other 5th spot.
Yep, and I believe Fade was the other half of top 8, and
JJ.
So that'll round out your top 8 at the super stacked over 100 person Ignition. So I believe that is going to do it for us. This has been a long night. Our production manager is quite sick, so I don't think we're